Andy Heck. The starting lineup for the Pilgrims. 6'3" and a senior, number 14, Nick Cheney. 6 foot and a senior, number 32, Barrett Schrader. A 6'1" senior, number 40, Cody Thompson. A 6'1" senior, number 42, Josh Kalin. At 6'6", a senior, number 52, Joe Grindle. Coaching for Plymouth in his 25th season with 400 victories, Jack Edison.
Hey, there's a lot of big bodies out there. Bill Forehand from Muncie and Jeff Albright from Indianapolis are going to get the call. And they're two big-time referees used to refereeing big-bodied people, because that's what you're going to see here tonight. And here we go. It's showtime at the Rock. The ball controlled by Cheney. The Pilgrims have it as we're just underway. Cheney wants to take it into the paint. Short jumper and short. The rebound off Grindle. He throws it off a body. Saved by Schrader. Now to Thompson. Thompson on the left wing side. Into the hands of Halen. Halen into Grindle. Rejected, but got deflected back out to Halen. Now to Schrader on the right wing. Faking his three. Getting guarded well by Chris Wiggins. Now it's Thompson lobbing it over to Schrader on the right wing, trying to get by Morgan. And now the ball inletted to Grindle, baseline shot, he scores! Joe Grindle with a nice power layup for the first basket of the night. Great inlet pass by Barrett Schrader. And the Pilgrims lead early 2-0. Warsaw working the ball into the hands of Morgan. Now to Kessler, Rob Kessler inside, Jack Nielsen turns, fires, rejected by Grindle. Plymouth the other way. Well, there's the first sign we gotta like, and that's that there was no foul called there. Halen tried to force it to Grindle, picked back up by Cheney, who got fouled. Ross Kessler is gonna pick up the foul. That's the first on the team and his first. Cheney coming into tonight a 48% shooter, averaging 14 points a game. Boy, this is gonna be a big man's matchup. You got that right. Plymouth will inbound. Cheney finds Thompson. Zach Nelson and Joel Grindle already going at it on both ends of the floor. Yes, they are. Here's Halen onto the right side. Schrader trying to get by his man Wiggins. Has to pull it out to Thompson. Down to the right side. Schrader cut off on the right baseline. Kicks it to Cheney. Barely got to him. Wiggins tried to draw the foul, and an offensive foul call on Cheney. Nice fake by Warsaw. And Cheney pulls the offensive foul, and it's going to be the first foul against the Pilgrims. Crowd not real happy with that call, but we're moving on. A minute and a half into the quarter. 2-0 Plymouth. Early stages of this contest. Chris Wiggins on the near angle. The 6'4" junior is going to launch a three. He misses off to the left. Big rebound, Cheney. Here come the Pilgrims the other way. Cheney had good legs on that elevation. He was way above the rim. Schrader, top of the key, looking for some help. Now to Cheney on the left angle. Outside the arc. Boy, Grindle's getting held by Morgan. No call. Now we got to foul away from the ball, and this is on Plymouth. As a moving screen, I think. Josh Halen called for the foul. Moving screen on Josh. Second team foul. A lot of activity out there, let me tell you. Good call, Coach. A lot of big men bouncing around. Warsaw has the ball. Rob Kessler will bring it up court. Warsaw very good at wrapping their arms behind Joel and pinning him back when they're trying to front. The referees don't call it. That's really going to hurt us. Warsaw gets the inlet to Nelson. Double team, triple team, shoots over it all and scores. And now Cheney and Morgan get tangled up away from the ball. Plymouth in a 2-2 tie works it underneath to Halen. Shot, score! Josh Halen uses his quickness against the big men. Josh Halen with a great play, getting free underneath for the two. And the Pilgrims back up by a pair. 4-2, inlet to Nielsen. Nielsen turns, rejected by Grindle. His second block tonight. Plymouth the other way. Cody Thompson on the right wing is going to pull it up as he lost the handle momentarily. Now Grindle out high for three. Joe hit! Yeah. Joe hit! Grindle buries the three. 7-2 Pilgrims. Trying to show these scouts here tonight that he's a complete player. It's 7-2. The big man goes long, and it's a 5-point Plymouth lead. Warsaw with the ball.
Warsaw, there goes Wiggins.
For three, no good. The ball hung up on the rim for a while, and the ball is going to be Warsaw's possession. Grindle thought about grabbing it. He wasn't sure if one of his teammates touched it or not.
Wiggins 0 for 2 now from three-point land.
Warsaw inbounds. Wiggins has it. Kicked it over to Kessler. Into the hands now of Ross Kessler inside. Nielsen kicks it out. Rob Kessler for three. He's long. The rebound over the back on Zach Nielsen of Warsaw.
Nice block out by Barrett Schrader.
And now we got a, oh no, wait a minute, technical foul. Should have been called as Nielsen got hooked up.
Zach Nelson's not going to make any friends with the crowd with that kind of antics.
Oh, sir.
Right now, it's just a great matchup between him and Grindle.
Thompson drawing the double team. Gets it off the Cheney, top of the key. Pilgrim's leading by 5 and have the ball. Halen around the paint.
Nice
Underneath
pass.
the Grindle. He dunks it. He dunks it.
Grindle with a great jump.
They're standing at the rock. Timeout called by Warsaw.
20-second timeout by Warsaw. Joe Grindle has the quickest jump off the floor of any player I believe that's ever played for Plymouth. Nelson was still standing on the floor after Grindle dunked that one. Great pass from Josh Halen. And just as I said, Josh Halen couldn't play with these boys. He's doing a great job. Nice job, Josh Halen.
Wiggins on the right side, Warsaw ball. Top of the key to Stephen Morgan. On to Ross Kessler, tries to drive the left lane, and he scores. Great move by Ross Kessler, the 6'3", 170 junior. Plymouth back with possession. Cody Thompson, into the near wing, Schrader fakes his three, steps in a few from 13 out. The baseline shot no good, and Warsaw brings it up quickly. Ross Kessler lost the ball, but he got bailed out by Stephen Morgan. Underneath, and a shot up by Ross Kessler. He gets fouled, no bucket.
Grindle picked up his first foul on Ross Kessler. Will shoot two. Plymouth went for the loose ball there and did a nice job of hustling, but when Warsaw came out with it, they had a 2-on-1 and Joel had the foul.
And he goes 2 for 2 here as he makes his second to draw the Tigers to within 3 at 9-6. Cody Thompson into the hands of Cheney. Nick looking for some help. No one's coming to the ball. Finally, Cody does. Cody Thompson on the near or far angle. Now to Schrader, jumper. It's short from 14. Grindle puts it back up and in.
What a quick jump. What a quick jump.
Joe Grindle, he's come out to play, and that's what we need the big man to do.
Warsaw has a lot of beef, but they have not near the quickness leaping-wise that Joel does.
11-6. Down to 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Plymouth on top. Warsaw's Ross Kessler drives, scores, and gets fouled, and a blocking foul on Halen.
Halen went for the charge and didn't get it. Boy, I thought Josh was there. I tell you, that's such a tough call to call. That's Halen's second foul. And again, there's that guard penetration that we were talking about in the pregame show.
Yep.
You know, that has hurt us all season long, is that penetration down the middle of the lane.
Getting that 2 to 3 foot easy bucket. Kessler on the line to complete for the three-point play, and Ross hit. John Pettibone checks back into the game. Josh Halen will take a breather. And coming back into the game now for Warsaw will be Zach Nielsen. He will replace Stephen Morgan.
Coach opts to go with the very quick John Pettibone instead of Andy Heck here.
Tom Dockers into the game for Warsaw. Pettibone on the far wing. Into the hands of Cheney. Cheney top of the key, looking for somebody to cut through. Right now, not too much movement. Plymouth offense. Cheney drives the lane, throws up a wild shot. He gets fouled.
On the ground.
Floor.
Yeah, on the ground. Foul's going to go against Rob Kessler, his first.
Cheney only had, he scored 13 points against LaPorte. I shouldn't say only. He was one of the, actually he was the leading scorer. Well, him and Joe Grindle tied with 13. I'll read my stats correctly here shortly. Can't read my own writing.
Nick had a great game last for the body power that he had. He had a great game.
Thompson needs the inbound. He's down to 4 seconds to get it off. He finally finds Schrader. All over him is Warsaw. We got a jump ball. And it'll be Tiger ball off
Good
possession.
defense. Good defense.
Boy, coming in on Schrader with Tom Donkers and also Chris Wiggins.
There's the turnover situations that we were talking about.
David Grossnickel into the game now for Warsaw. He has it. He's one of their young guards. that handles the ball. Ross Kessler inside to Donkers. He wants to move in. Boy, Donkers is another big guy that Warsaw has underneath. Now Ross Kessler wants the right baseline. Driving. Had it rejected by Grindle, but Kessler got it back, and Ross scores. And that ties the game up at 11. Great job by Ross Kessler not giving up on that play. Pettibone on the left wing for Plymouth. Tied at 11, down to 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pettibone running, jumper off the glass, no good. Pettibone got it back, throws it up. It's no good. The ball tipped, and Warsaw grabs. Zach Nielsen will bring it up court with help from Grossnickel. Now,
nice run here by Warsaw.
They've scored 4 points now. Make that 5 points consecutively. Here's Donkers underneath, turning, firing. No good. The rebound, Grindle hauls it down. Cheney up court, quickly to Pettibone on the cut to the baseline. He scores!
Pettibone, nice outlet by Grindle to Cheney. Cheney gets it to the middle of the floor. Nice pass to Pettibone. That's how you run a fast break. Nice scoring in transition.
And Pettibone draws the foul to boot. Well, right now the Pilgrims have a 2-point lead at 13-11.
Well, we said all year long that John Pettibone has the athletic ability. He just needs to make the right decisions, and he's made a lot of the right ones already tonight.
First shot up. It rolls in. That's a nice touch there, Bone. It's a nice touch. 3-point Plymouth lead with 1:42 to go in the first. 14-11. The Pilgrims on top. Ross Kessler with the ball on the right angle. Now to Ross. Ross Kessler guarded by Schrader out high of Plymouth. Now to Stephen Morgan. Morgan forced it inside. Here's driving in. Nielsen. Offensive foul. That's 2 on him.
Cheney took the charge and got ran over. Nice job, Nick Cheney.
And now Rhodes is going to make a substitution, and Nielsen's going to take a seat again, and Tom Donkers checks back in.
Zach Nielsen really let himself get out of the game. He's very emotionally upset, and he's also on the bench.
Now Rhodes trying to work the officials.
Boy, he's a pro at that.
Yes, he is. 1:15 and counting down to go in the first quarter. 14-11 Plymouth. They have a chance to break it open here. Grindle outside the arc. Into the hands of Pettibone for a 3. Cody went in and out. Rebound scored. Cody Thompson.
Nice job of Cody of getting that ball in the hole before he came down. He got the rebound and put it all in at the same jump.
Cody Thompson with great position underneath. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. 16-11 Plymouth. There's a lob underneath. A foul away from the ball, and it's against Warsaw. Stephen Morgan.
Nick Cheney doing a wonderful job of using his ability to act as well as his light body to bounce off people when they hit him. And that's another offensive foul.
He's got my vote for an Oscar. On the right side, Pettibone. Plymouth working the offense up 5, 16-11, down to 43 seconds and counting down remaining in the first quarter. Pettibone on the left wing side, looking for somebody to cut through. He'll say, I'll take it to the lane underneath the Grindle. He got fouled. Tom Donkers, the 6'6", 230 senior.
The good news is that gives them their 7th foul already, but the bad news is they have such a deep bench.
Yep.
You know, you're not going to get anybody that's really going to hurt you in foul trouble. Doesn't seem like anyway. They just keep bringing in 6'6" kids right along the way. Joel Grindle at the line to shoot 2. A 65% free throw shooter nails the first one.
Joe scored 13 against LaPorte last Saturday in that loss.
10 points for Grindle already here in the first quarter, 10 of the 17.
And the Gentle Giant also had 8 rebounds in that LaPorte game.
Get them both.
That'll work. 35 seconds left. Joe Grindle will take a seat, and Eddie Heck replaces him. 18-11 Plymouth. Ross Kessler across the timeline.
Warsaw going for the last shot here. They got a double high post. We used to call it 14. Everybody calls it something different. Two guards stay behind him and pop out. Both big men at the elbows, top elbows.
Clock down to 15 seconds.
They'll go at 12. Here it is, 12 seconds. They should go into their offense.
Rob Kessler with the ball. Top of the key. Left wing side, Wiggins. Back to Kessler. NBA 3. It's no good. The rebound. Hauled down by Cheney. 1 second. Half-court shot is just short. It was on, but just short.
Great first quarter.
It comes to an end, and the Big Red has an 18-11 lead over the Warsaw Tigers here at the Rock. We're back with the second quarter in a moment. A double E.
Wonderful job of pounding the boards and getting off the floor quick, which is something that I've always talked about ever since I saw him as an 8th grader. I just couldn't believe how quick he gets off the floor.
936, 4096, caller number 10 will win a Pizza Hut Pizza. Good luck. Here's Schrader on the right side for three. Ooh, he hits the back of the rim and the rebound. Andy Heck.
Big rebound by Heck.
Cheney on the top of the key.
Come on, we need a good offensive set here.
Cheney, nice lead. Pettibone, he wants to cut it in through the lane. Back out to Cheney, right
There's
side
a good look.
Schrader.
There's a
Another
good look.
three.
Boom.
In and out. Rebound. Pettibone. Oh, he blew it. And we got an over the back call on Andy Heck to Plymouth.
Pettibone can't miss those in these kind of games. And right now, I think John's a little pumped up. That's the second inside one he's missed. But I'll tell you, Schrader had a wide open three. That baby was all the way down and came back, and Barrett's got to nail those too.
The good news is we're getting to the ball offensively.
The good news is we're getting good shots.
Yeah.
I tell you, against LaPorte, we just couldn't get those kind of shots off for Barrett in the second half.
We're still at a 7-point Plymouth lead, 18-11 with 7:20 to go here in the second quarter. Lead underneath for the easy two, scoring Stephen Morgan of Warsaw. And it's down to 5. Plymouth with the ball again. Andy Heck, top of the key. Everybody bunched off to the left side of the paint. Now Cheney comes out to help Andy with the ball. Nick Cheney lobs it Schrader off a nice pick by Pettibone, but Schrader will just work it around to Heck. Now to Cheney through the paint. Spin move, throws it up. He gets fouled. Boy, does Nick Cheney create so much havoc.
Well, and he also prevents turnovers. That time Heck had nobody to throw it to, and then all of a sudden Cheney burst out of the pack. And a wide open pass for Andy Heck. Well, you got to love playing with that guy because he makes you look a lot better.
He sure does.
Fouls on Tom Donker. That's good by Cheney.
Cheney came in, as Coach mentioned earlier, right at 84% from the line.
Donkers gets his second foul of the game, 8th against Warsaw, with 6:56 left in this quarter, so that could play a role here coming down the stretch of this first half.
Second shot, good.
Nice job, Nick Cheney, 84% free throw shooter of the year, looking good this year from the line.
7-point Plymouth lead again at 20-13. 6:51 and counting down remaining in the first half. Kessler goes inside, trying to turn into Ross Kessler, and it goes off the leg of the Warsaw player. No! They're going to say it went off Eddie Heck.
Nice defense, though. The interior was totally plugged.
Warsaw inbounds to the right of the basket. Ross Kessler looking for somebody. Lobs it over to Rob, and he picks it up right across the timeline.
That's a nice matchup for him and Pettibone. Pettibone very quick.
On the right side, wide open Wiggins for three. He missed it. The rebound tipped up, no good. Grindle gets fouled on the rebound. And
nice job by Joel again, getting up quick.
He's been doing a good job getting position underneath, which has been a weak point the last couple. The first shot, good.
Nice job, Joel. He's hitting his free throws tonight. So far, we haven't missed any. We're 6 for 6. And to get to the line 6 times in the first half, with 6:33 left in the second, it's a nice job by the Pilgrims.
The Gentle Giant misses the second shot. We're down to 6.5 remaining in the first half, 21-13. Rob Kessler on the right angle into the hands of Chris Seitz, or Greg Seitz. Now trying to drive Ross Kessler, gets forced out by Andy Heck, who's going to get called for the blocking foul right on the baseline.
Andy Heck picks up his second foul.
6:20 left to go in this first half. 21-13 if you're just joining us. The Big Red on top. Warsaw lobs it in. Wiggins wants the left side, kicks it over to Kessler. Rob Kessler tries to drive it in. Lost the ball to Pettibone.
Great defense by Pettibone.
2-on-1 with Cheney. There it is. Cheney fouled and scored!
What a shot. What a shot. That was the best one this year.
That was absolutely magnificent.
That was big time. He was pushed in the back. As he went up for the layup, he shot that ball with his left hand as he was going out of bounds underneath the basket.
How did he do that?
Wonderful shot.
Timeout, Warsaw. It's a full one. We'll take one, too. 6:08 left to go in the first half, 23. Great observation. Cheney's on the line. He's going to get an opportunity at the charity stripe one more time. And here comes the shot. It's up and no good. Rebound hauled down by Greg Seitz, and here comes Warsaw with the ball. Chris Wiggins, the 6'4", 170-pound junior. Averaging 13 points in contest. Kicks it over to Rob Kessler. Wants the left baseline. Nice feed underneath. Body that's Stephen Morgan blocked. Here's Plymouth the other way. Cheney 1-on-3. Still scores. Gets fouled. No, he doesn't. He gets called for the offensive foul.
He split both defenders. I cannot believe that call. But anyway, I think he's all right. He cut right through the two defenders. And
just parted like the Red Sea.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, it's Cheney's second foul.
Ouch. Jack Edison just has an earful from the official about that call.
Man, you can't have those kind of calls in a game like this. 23-13, Plymouth on top.
Warsaw has the ball. Ross Kessler on the right side. Now to Rod. Left wing side into the hands of Sice. Great Sice looking for somebody cutting. Flashing through Ross Keller to free throw line. Kessler threw it away.
Yeah, 2 quick turnovers. Back-to-back by Warsaw has helped Plymouth here.
So Ross Kessler with the turnover, and Plymouth gets the ball back with 5.5 remaining, and still a 10-point lead at 23-13.
Stuckmeyer came in for Cheney to give him a rest now. Let's see who we're going to try to work on.
Grindle on the left wing side.
Looking for Baron Schrader. Barrett needs to step up and get some points here.
Pettibone on the left wing now. He's guarded up by Ross Kessler. Now to Andy Heck. Grindle posted up. Got the matchup he wants. That's against Sice. Turns, fired, scores!
Yeah, he had the matchup. Nice recognition by Joel Grindle.
Boy, you called that before he even shot it.
Great recognition. He had the height advantage.
Where's that crystal ball at?
That was a switch on Warsaw that didn't pay off.
25-13.
Heck, bodying big time in there.
Stretch Wiggins tries to go inside. Turning Steve. Blocked by Grindle again. There's Plymouth to lead. Pettibone for 3.
He got to hit them, baby.
And Rob Kessler.
3 blocks right now. Another timeout.
Wow. 4.5 remaining here in the second quarter. 25-13. Plymouth leading Warsaw. We're back in 30 on 10:50 a.m. 4.5 to go in this first half. Rob Kessler, the 5'10", 150-pound senior, might be the smallest player on this roster. Kicks it over to Wiggins. Now to Kessler. Rob looking.
Wiggins is the one that amazed me. His shooting is just not there. Now he's not shooting.
Now Wiggins has it. Top of the key. Wants to drive it into the paint. Short jumper. No good. Off to the right. Grindle the rebound.
Wiggins misses.
Now lead to Heck. Can he save it? He will. No, he lost it out of bounds. Couldn't hang on to it. How about that? Andy Heck was wide open on a breakaway. Grindle just overlet him too much.
Grindle just overthrew him. Let's get back and play defense. Don't worry about that turnover. Those happen.
Yep, 25-13 still. Rod Kessler tried to find Wiggins on the back door.
They tried to run push down. It didn't work.
Ball into the hands of Wiggins again. Now to Kessler. Rob looking. Wiggins open on the left wing. Nope, it goes inside to Stephen Morgan. He flashes over to Kessler. Underneath to Stephen Morgan. Great passing indeed. And Stephen Morgan, or Kessler scores. 25-15 now the score.
How long we can leave Cheney on the bench. I know he's really tired. Just getting back into the groove, but boy, we need him out there.
Schrader, top of the key. Pettibone thought about the 3. Now Stuckmeyer inside to Grindle. Gets it up and scores! Right over Stephen Morgan.
When you need a basket, let's go to Joel Grindle. They're really not doubling down on Joel as much as Laporte did, and it's really helping Joel tonight.
27-15. Here's Stephen Morgan cutting through his sight, and the layup shot no good. Andy Heck had the ball crossed out of bounds off Warsaw.
Yeah, nice hustle by Grindle and Heck. Man, Warsaw, talk about a team that forces it inside. These guys really force it inside. And obviously they have to right now because Wiggins isn't hitting, and they only have 15 points. 2:59 left in the second.
Kevin Stuckmeyer, the 5'10", 150-pound sophomore, brings it across the timeline. He's at the top of the key. Worked over by Rob Kessler, but now Grindle out high, handling the rock. Now back to Stuckmeyer. Schrader almost had a three-point attempt. Al Rose screaming for a moving fence to bring Schrader free, but it falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, he's good at screaming for wishing for things, not crying, I guess I should say.
Yep, and he has way out high, now to Schrader. Schrader on the right side, looking for somebody. There's Grindle on the right corner.
And without Cheney out there, there's not just that. There's just lacking that one quick element of explosion on the floor.
Yep, you can see it. Pettibone. But I tell you what, credit to Pilgrim for some patience here. Schrader.
Here's a good look. Nope. Stuckmeyer passed it up.
Ooh. Hey, he got bumped, no foul. Here's Grindle underneath, going in strong. Pettibone scores! How did he get that up?
Most kids wouldn't even take that shot, and Pettibone scores on it. Unbelievable.
How did he get that shot up?
Boy, look at the Heck and that guy going at it underneath there. It's amazing. Oh, man, how could you call that on Heck?
And he gets called for the
Jack
house.
Nelson with 2 fouls almost got his third.
Well, actually, it was Stephen Morgan called.
Ended up Andy Heck gets his third. Boy, they were just, that had to be a double foul if nothing else, as they were both pounding away on each other.
1:51 left to go here in the first half. 29-15, Plymouth leading.
Boy, that would have been a good time for the referee just to blow the whistle and talk to both players. Because that was just too physical for high school. That looked like pro bouncing around down there.
But did you see the smile on Andy Heck's face after it was all said and done? He don't care how big you are. Stephen Morgan's a big guy at 6'5", 215 pounds. First free throw's good.
Nice touch for the big man as he now has 5 points. And again, the Warsaw just keeps coming at you with these big men.
Stephen Morgan shoots 85% from the floor.
Wow.
Came into tonight 71 of 84, and he makes good on both here. 29-17 is your score with 1:48 counting down remaining in the first half. Plymouth on top. Glad you joined us on Marshall County's #1 sports station. 10:50 a.m. WTCA. Grindle tried to force it in, and we got a reach-in foul.
Tuckmeyer. And that will put them at the line again. Warsaw, great shooting team. That was only the third turnover, but every turnover hurts, as Coach Edison said in the paper. This is like tournament time where every possession is important, and we gave one away there.
Well, Joe Grindle looked like he was expecting Thompson to flash through.
I think Joe Grindle just ought to have gone out and hit that shot. He's only 6 feet away from the rim.
I agree.
Worked all summer on his shooting.
Rod Kessler on the line because of that foul, and the 5'10 senior hits his first. Kessler scored 6 against Elkhart Memorial, comes in averaging 7 points a contest. The second free throw, that rolls in.
Jeez, 7 for 7, Warsaw is from the line.
Wow.
They just do not miss, and they go to the line a lot. And when they go to the line a lot, they win.
They're 74% from the line, as a matter of fact, coming into tonight as a team. A 10-point Plymouth lead, 29-19.
Cheney checks back in for this last minute and 31.
Let's get some momentum.
He's going to slow the game down with a 10-point lead. A lot of fans question this, but that's Indiana high school basketball. That's where the great coaches do it.
That's why Coach Edison has 400-plus wins.
That's right. Cheney's waiting to listen to the coach.
And if you want to argue with that, we'll take it somewhere else.
Warsaw still setting back. As Kessler, not even, he's within 15 feet of Cheney. They're going to let it run down, which is a nice way to do it because you don't have to worry about a turnover.
Down to a minute. 29-19 Plymouth.
Both teams with some foul trouble on their big players. That's another reason why you let it go here, to let it run down.
Coach Al Roach talking to the official. Not animated. As the clock still dwindling down to 45 seconds. The Plymouth fans standing.
10-point lead, Plymouth, 29-19. If you're just joining us, 41 seconds left in the second quarter.
Everybody's still standing. We're down to a half a minute. Cheney still with the ball.
Coach Edison still giving instructions.
Coach Edison tells Nick Cheney, hey, keep the dribble for a moment.
Down to 19. Most teams start at 12, as I said before.
Down to 15. 29-19 Plymouth, here we go. 12 seconds left on the clock. Now Grindle. Grindle to Cheney out high. He's got
party here.
Indeed he will be. Halen will take a seat to start the second half. Warsaw will inbound. They're going right to left on your radio dial. Thanks for joining us on Marshall County's #1 sports station, 1050 AM WTCA. Along with the coach, Larry Falstich, I'm Tony Ross. Jim Barnoff, our studio engineer, spinning the dials, doing a fantastic job as usual. As we are underway, as Warsaw works the ball. Ross Kessler trying to work it in, and he gets fouled for an offensive foul.
What quickness by Cheney. My gosh, am I going to miss that guy next year.
He dropped the shoulder.
Oh, baby. Great defense, Nick Cheney. And that foul goes against Ross Kessler, and that's his second. Ross had 9 points in that first half, their leading scorer.
Plymouth has the ball into the hands of Cody Thompson. Thompson working against Rob Kessler. Now flashing out, Cheney. Lobs to Grindle. Nice catch. Goes 1 against 3. Kicks it out Schrader. Now to Cheney. Cheney ends up traveling with the ball.
Fourth turnover for the Pilgrims.
I got
2
news.
for Warsaw.
I got news. Al Rhodes really worked the officials because he was complaining about Cheney's first step in that first half.
Al Rhodes. Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah. Exactly.
Come on, defense.
Ross Kessler quickly underneath. Rob Kessler trying to flip it inside, and a reach-in foul by Nick Cheney. Look out, that three.
There was no way. That was all ball. How can he make that call? Nick Cheney picks up his third. Big foul. Make sure the coaching staff.
Now Jack Edison's got a big decision to make here. He's going to leave him in. Rob Kessler inbound, so a wide open Wiggins for 3. No good. Wiegand's got his own rebound. Kicked it underneath. Here's Stephen Morgan's shot. Blocked by Grindle off him out of bounds on Plymouth.
I don't give Joel credit on that. I think Schrader stripped that before they got the shot off.
Okay.
You were screened off of that one.
Yes, I was. I'm glad I got Hawkeye over here.
Still 3 blocks for Joel.
Here's
nice steal by Thompson.
It's stolen by Cody. Minute into the third quarter, 31-19 Plymouth. Cheney running the offense to Cody Thompson out high. Works it to Schrader. Schrader now to Cheney left wing. Wide open Pettibone, but he lopped it for Grindle underneath. Knocked out of bounds by Stephen Morgan. And tell you what, Stephen Morgan looks like he got a hand in on Grindle.
Well, both these coaching staffs working on the officials big time. Mr. Zumbo off the bench, a very quiet man.
Official looking for a foul.
They're telling the coach.
Jack Edison. Boy, Jack Edison is... There up the inbound.
Yeah, Rhodes had to sit down the whole game. I don't understand why they're telling Jack Edison to sit down.
You don't tell Jack to sit down, first of all. Here's Thompson. To Cheney. These officials will learn that, I'm sure. Nice cut to Grindle. Score!
They worked it hard to get Joel open, and he scores 33-19.
Cheney saw it coming.
Plymouth on top.
And the Pilgrims open up the lead some more. Out high, this is Stephen Morgan. Now into the hands of Kessler. Lobbed it underneath. Got a foul away from the ball on Warsaw.
That's going to be Cyberhagen's, Stephen Morgan's second. I'll tell you what.
Cyberhagen, Stephen Morgan.
He's a baseball pitcher.
He's a baseball forward.
In the pros. Sorry about that. Nick Cheney bringing the ball up. Save me, Tony. Take over.
Cheney. No. Yeah, put the pressure on me. Cheney, top of the key. Nice spin move. Kicks it over left wing. Open Cody Thompson. Oh, he had the shot. Now he wants to drive the lane. Lost the ball. Got it back. Gets it into Cheney. Cheney wants to cut through the lane. Nice lane to Grindle for the 2.
Wow. Great ball movement by the Pilgrims.
Boy, does Nick Cheney have great court view. How did he see Grindle?
Timeout, Coach Rose. Quit talking to the officials. Man, I tell you, Rose. Full timeout. Here we go. Full timeout, Tony.
35-19. 5:46 left to go in the third. Plymouth 35-21. Down to 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Cheney to Pettibone for a 3. It's the front of the rim. And oh boy, that could have been a travel. Here's Wiggins the other way. Into the hands of Kessler, who scores.
Wiggins finally scores.
Exactly. I apologize. That was Wiggins. It's now 35-23. Back-to-back field goals now for Warsaw. Schrader tries a three-pointer. That's off the front of the rim, no good.
There, it's cold as ice.
Into the hands of Ross Kessler, now to Wiggins. He travels with the ball. Turnover Warsaw.
35-23. Warsaw trying to make a run right here.
Coach Edison screaming, hey guys, let's work the back door here real quick. See what kind of play we can get.
Barrett, Schrader, and Pettibone both missed the 3.
Schrader on the left wing side for the Pilgrims.
Here's a stat for you. Grindle has our only 3 of the game.
Excuse me, what did you say?
That's what I said. Joel is the only 3 of the game.
Cheney out high. Guarding him, Ross Kessler. Cheney behind the back dribble, into the paint. Kicks it right side to Pettibone. Now to Cheney. Cheney looks, Pettibone cutting through, now to Grindle. Pass deflected, Grindle got a back fadeaway shot, no good. The rebound hauled down by Ross Kessler. And Warsaw has the ball with 4 minutes to go in the third.
That wasn't a bad shot, it just didn't go in.
Plymouth leading 35-23. Inlet pass to Zach Nielsen into the game, lost the ball, and the shot deflected, and it goes in.
Foul's going to go against Joel Grindle. That's going to be Joel's second. Boy, there's a lot of foot movement there before that shot ever was released.
Jack Edison screaming travel.
Tremendous amount of foot movement. And
now why is the official giving Jack Edison a dirty look?
10-point lead right now, 35-25. Warsaw continuing to try to make that run at the free throw line. Zach Nelson's free throw is good.
35-26. I have no idea why the officials gave that look over here.
Come on, Plymouth. Now's the chance now. We got to stand up and make a basket.
The Warsaw crowd standing, trying to cheer their defense on. Here's Cheney driving the lane, running jumper off to the right. No good. Tip back in by Cheney.
Cheney with a great tip.
37-26.
The nice thing about shooting is that you know if it's off before anybody else does.
You betcha.
And that's how Nick got that offensive rebound tip in.
Dockers in lead to Nelson. Driving baseline. Ross Kessler, no good. He gets fouled.
Grindle with his third foul, just like that.
Ouch. We got 3:21 remaining in this third.
That's what we talked about at halftime is one of the things we couldn't do is we do not have the bench that they have.
Warsaw going to the big man, trying to get him in foul trouble. Ross Kessler at the line, the 6'3", 170-pound junior, averaging 8 points a game, hits his first.
He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight.
He went 6 for 6 against Elkhart Memorial on Saturday.
10 points altogether. Scott Eisenbarger comes into the game for the Pilgrims. And
Betty Bone will take a seat.
get some instructions from the coaching staff.
Shot up, good. 37-28. A 9-point lead now for Plymouth as we're down to 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. It sounds like a big lead, but it's really not. Cody Thompson faces 3 on the left wing side. Schrader, he's been ice cold as the coach mentioned. He's got to get hot. Schrader working. Had a pass stolen and he can give it away. Into the hands of Wiggins. Running jumper. Score! Look out. 37-30 now as Warsaw has cut the lead within 7.
Warsaw went to a trap defense, and it really bothered Barrett Schrader over there.
Yep. Cheney to Thompson. Thompson to Grindle. Forced a bad pass. Grindle was double teamed, and Warsaw picks it off, and here they have a chance to cut it within 5, possibly 4 with a 3-pointer. Into the hands of Seaver Morgan. Now to Ross Kessler. Baseline underneath. Turning. Nielsen scores.
Nice run. Let's see how long Coach goes without a timeout.
And we're going to get a timeout.
Nice run by Warsaw.
And just like that, in a blink of an eye, Warsaw has cut the lead within 5.
The trap, and they went back to the man-to-man.
Eisenbarger on the right side for the Pilgrims, out to Cheney. He's just going to hold the ball, and Warsaw's going to stay in the 2-3 defensively. The clock down to 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Cheney holding on to the ball.
Al Rose says stay back.
No movement by anybody.
Both coaching staffs playing mind games right now. Both Warsaw fans want us to do something.
Down to a minute 45 in the third.
Al Rose looking at Coach Edison to see what he's doing.
Look at Al Rose with a smile on his face. These are two wily veterans, aren't they? Down to a minute and a half. 37-32 Plymouth. Plymouth holding on to the ball, literally. They have yet to make a move offensively.
He's still talking to the officials. I don't know what he could possibly be saying now. The guy's 10 feet away from Cheney.
Down to a minute and 15 seconds mark. 37-32. Plymouth with the lead.
Here they come. Warsaw now coming out.
Yeah, and they do. Cheney with the ball, looking for some help. Cheney dribbles by the pressure. Now to Eisenbarger out high to Grindle. To Cheney, down to a minute. Eisenbarger. Cheney, top of the key, way out there. Looking for somebody. Eisenbarger right side. Going to pull it back out. Had it deflected. Warsaw deflected. It comes back across the timeline. And Cheney gets it back for Plymouth. Over to Thompson. Down to 45 seconds. Schrader makes his 3, gets it up to Thompson. Wings it over to the right side, Cheney. Cheney now takes top of the key. Worked up by Wiggins. Now Eisenbarger, he almost drew the double team, drew Wiggins instead. And now Thompson dribbles away from pressure to Eisenbarger, down to a half a minute to go in this third quarter. Schrader to Cheney. And Warsaw's going to apply the man-to-man again. Eisenbarger for 20 seconds. Getting double teamed. Finds Grindle, and he steals the ball, and jump ball possession, apparently. Timeout.
Grindle called the timeout without the ball. There was a missed call by the official. Al Rose begging for that one.
Yeah, now he's just laughing sarcastically at the official. Can't believe that call.
All right, we got one on him.
We'll take a break. 37.
36-5504 for your next tire purchase. Remember, that's Plymouth Tire and Service Center at 936-5504. For Cooper Tires, call 936-5504.
On the right side, Petty bonus play resumes. Down to 5 seconds on the clock. Cheney to Thompson for 3. No good. Rebound. Eisenbarger had it stripped the last second. And the third quarter has come to an end. 37-32 The Pilgrims with a 5-point lead as we head to the fourth. It's down to 5. And we got a full 8 minutes for basketball, possibly even more. Who knows? We thank you for joining us here on 1050 AM WTCA along with Larry Falsick, Tony Ross, Jim Bardolph, our studio engineer. As play is underway, Pilgrims have the ball. Warsaw back in the trap. Here's the lead underneath the Grindle. Goes up strong and scores! Joe Grindle. Nice ball rotation against the trap. 39-32. Pilgrims with the lead. The ball up in the hands of Rob Kessler. Left wing side is Stephen Morgan. Kessler. Left wing side, Wiggins for 3. He's no good. The rebound tipped out, and Pettibone there to grab it.
Wiggins is having a poor career game right here. I feel sorry for him. He just cannot nail the outside shot.
Thank you for all those prayers, Plymouth fans. Joe Grindle out high. Now to Cheney. Cheney had it poked away, and a reach foul called on Wiggins.
We get one there.
Yeah,
Wiggins is a frustrated young man right now. That's his second foul. He has 4 points, both on drive. I have him as 0 for 6 from out. That's a guy that really knows how to shoot, averaging 13 points a game, 45% shooter.
Pettibone to Grindle, over to Cheney, stripped, nice steal by Wiggins. He goes up court for Warsaw, and he scores his first bucket of the game. A minute into the fourth.
Nice job by Wiggins, making his offense happen with defense.
39-34 now. A 5-point Plymouth lead again. Eisenbarger to Cheney. Back to Eisenbarger. Cheney. Eisenbarger just playing catch right now. Eisenbarger draws the double team. Look out, he needs help. Steps through it. Nice play. Thompson to Grindle. Grindle will pull it back out over to Thompson. Now to Cheney. Cheney forced it in. There's Pettibone. Out high to Thompson. Swings it over to Eisenbarger right side. Good ball control so far by the Pilgrims, but here's Cheney into the paint underneath the Grindle. Knocked out of bounds off Ross Kessler of Warsaw.
6:15 left, 39-34.
Plymouth lead. I look over to the announcer, Mike Mercer. He's wiping the sweat off his brow. There's Cheney in the paint. Kicks it out to Grindle out high outside the arc. Now to Thompson. Cheney again. Off past the Grindle would have worked. But Cheney ain't gone to the ball. He got it back to Eisenbarger instead. Pettibone to Cheney. Out high. Wiggins guarding him. Now the pass to Thompson. Almost got deflected. That could have been a reaching foul on the Warsaw drop. Kessler. Wasn't called. Play continues. And Pettibone has it out high.
Pettibone's got a great match there for quickness if he wants to drive.
39-34 Plymouth. We're down to 5.5 to go in the game. Cheney out high. Thompson couldn't get open. Pettibone will on the left wing.
Boy, Pettibone's got all the quickness in the world matched up against Stephen Morgan.
That's what we want. Pettibone dribbling, still dribbling at the top of the wing. Still looking for somebody. Oh, and he threw it away. Off the steal comes Rob Kessler of Warsaw.
Boy, Pettibone could have drove on him anytime he wanted.
Yep. Down to 5 minutes, and Warsaw has the ball, trailing 5, 39-34. Here's a long speed by Kessler, good.
Kessler.
And now Warsaw's within the deuce. 39-37. What a ball game we've got. Pettibone to Thompson on the right side. Lots of Pettibone. Looks to the Cheney. Cheney gets double teamed, got it knocked away. He got fouled, no call. Lead into Kessler. Rob gets fouled.
Cody Thompson with the foul. Warsaw with 3 nice turnovers in a row. Has a chance to tie this game up here with 2 fouls as Rob Kessler, an 84% free throw shooter, will be at the line.
4:40 left to go in this game. It's a 2-point Plymouth lead. Warsaw's Rob Kessler is on the line, hits his first, and now it's a 1-point lead.
Barrett Schrader checking back in.
He'll replace Eisenbarger. Barrett has got to get hot.
Timeout Plymouth.
Timeout called. And I believe it's a full timeout. No, a 20-second timeout, so we'll just keep it. That ties it up at 39.
4 minutes left, 39 all. They're still in the trap.
to Thompson, and a bad pass by Cody Thompson, missing Grindle, turnover Plymouth.
Still in the trap. Traffic's been very effective. Stuckmeyer going to come in for Thompson. That turnover hurt bad.
So Cody will take a seat. Stuckmeyer gets the dubious honor of guarding the 6'5", 215-pound junior forward in Stephen Morgan. Warsaw with the ball and a chance to take the lead. It'll be the first tire to make that second time tonight. Driving the lane, Rob Kessler, stolen by Cheney, and the Pilgrims get it back. Now up ahead to Grindle, with Stuckmeyer across the timeline. Come on, Kevin, get something going, son. Now here's Cheney, to Stuckmeyer, to Grindle. Now to Cheney, right side, wants the baseline, kicks it out to Stuckmeyer. Pettibone was open. Stuckmeyer didn't see him to the last second, so Pettibone picks up his dribble. Finds Schrader baseline, turned out from the double team. Schrader looking for some help now. Gives it over to Pettibone. Nice save. Now to Stuckmeyer. He draws the double team by Warsaw. Stuckmeyer had a ball chipped and a reach-in foul. And I think it's on Kessler.
Yeah, Rob Kessler. It's his second. Plymouth ball out of bounds because we're not near the 1-on-1 yet. 4-4 team fouls.
Tied at 39 with 3:44 to go in this game. Oh, nail it, Steve Jackson would say. Pettibone will inbound. Schrader open right wing side. Kicks it over to Grindle.
Schrader just about dribbled out on the red line.
Yep. Pettibone, rather, Cheney drives into the paint. Running jumper, good! Plymouth back with the lead, 41-39, 3.5 to go in the contest.
Nobody stopped ball. Cheney goes all the way in and scores.
Rob Kessler on a right angle. Lobs it in. Looks for Nelson underneath. Scoring is Stephen Morgan. Warsaw ties it up at 41. We're trading buckets now. Schrader to Stuckmeyer. Now to Pettibone. Rushing out Cheney. Wants to drive into the paint. Gets on a reverse loop. Score! Nick Cheney!
43-41.
Warsaw has it now. Rob Kessler across the timeline. Works the left wing. Draws a double team by Plymouth this time. And Kessler forced it over the right side. Here's Ross Kessler. To the right wing, Wiggins. He fakes his shot, pulls up from 15 and hits.
Wiggins, nice release on that one.
He's getting hot. That's not a good sign. Tied at 43.
Warsaw switches. Defenses now.
Schrader. Into the hands of Pettibone. Cutting Cheney. Drive, spin move, score again!
Nick Cheney doing it all himself right now. 6 straight points in a row.
That's beautiful. Back spin move he has. That frees him up with a left-handed layup is magnificent. 45-43.
We need to stop. We need to stop right here.
And it's a steal, Cheney. Plymouth the other way. Cheney kicks it to Stuckmeyer. Now into the hands of Cheney again. Under the Grindle. He just scores on the dunk.
Great look by Nick Cheney. He's pounding his fist out there. Nick Cheney really fired up right now. Timeout Warsaw.
47-43. Plymouth opens it back up. Look at the determination of the Pilgrim team right now. We'll keep it right here. Catch some of this atmosphere.
Cheney is totally exhausted right now. Let me tell you, Nick is really sucking wind.
Wiggins has it for Warsaw.
It's a huge defensive stop right here.
Plymouth up 4. Russ gets it over to Rob Kessler. Now to Wiggins. Wiggins takes it left wing. Now to Rob Kessler again out high. Starting him Stuckmeyer. Now into the hands of Stephen Morgan. To Wiggins. Left wing for 3. Got it.
Got it. Wiggins, nice shot.
And that draws Warsaw within 1. 47-46.
The big players hit him when it counts.
Down to a minute 8. Schrader to Stuckmeyer. Cheney, left wing side. Down to 1 minute. Stuckmeyer. Schrader on the right angle. What a ball game. Getting harassed underneath and a reach-in foul on Ross Kessler.
Coach Edison wants him to protect that ball. That's about as animated as you're ever going to see Coach Edison talking to John Pettibone. Out of bounds side, though.
A 1-point Plymouth lead with 56 seconds left, 47-46. Here's Cheney. It's Grindle. Into the head, stuck by left wing side. Schrader fakes his three, wants the baseline, sees it, but he has to turn it back out as he hits the tall timbers, and we got a travel call on Schrader. Oh, no.
Schrader dribbled where there was no place to go. Gets the travel.
Tough break for the Pilgrim guard.
47-46.
Down to
Plymouth
40
lead.
seconds. We need a stop, and we need a big one. Are you ready, folks? Get ready. This is going to be a good one. Here's the lead inside of Wiggins. Posting up against Schrader.
3
Down to the head of
seconds.
Nelson. No call. Rob Kessler. Kessler out high. Down to 27 seconds. Crosses a three. Short. Saved by Warsaw. Underneath, Stephen Morgan scoring.
Nice job by Stephen Morgan.
What a save, though, by Nielsen. 48-47 Warsaw. Taney. Spin move from the jumper. It roll in. Rebound tip loose. Schrader gets fouled. Schrader gets fouled.
Schrader was fouled there.
8 seconds left to go in the game.
Barrett Schrader, without a point his entire game, averaging 15 a game, will now go to the free throw line with unbelievable, with a chance to win this game.
Schrader is on the line. The Warsaw fans trying to distract him, but they're behind Schrader. The first shot, short.
Left that one short. Has a chance to tie it right here. Barrett's got to follow through. He just short-armed that one as he did in that earlier game against Northridge.
Second shot, no good. The rebound, Warsaw. And we got a foul. Or a jump ball, or is it a foul?
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Plymouth. But that's not shooting.
2 seconds ticked off the clock. 6 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Worth the line.
Wow.
Nelson, a 73% free throw shooter, as Barrett Schrader missed both free throws under pressure. He short-armed one and overshot by Nick of trying to get the charge.
Correct. And Siebenhagen, or Morgan, was the man who picked or draws the foul for Warsaw. He'll go to the line. A second ticked off on that last play. So we're down to 3 seconds to go in this game. 48-47 Warsaw. Stephen Morgan on the line.
90% free throw shooter, 9-0.
Good on the first one. And now it's a Warsaw 2-point lead.
Need to get a three-point shot off here if he hits this one. Only 3 seconds left. Referee is counting as Coach Rose talks to the free throw shooter.
And it rolls in. 3 seconds left, 50-47. Baseball pass to Pettibone. He caught it for three. It's short. Warsaw will win.
Got the shot off. Nice shot by John Pettibone. Just didn't go in.
50-47. The final score. Warsaw over Plymouth.
Nice job by Warsaw as they win the NLC with a 50-47 win here as they really outscored Plymouth in that second half.
Well, the Tigers beat the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims, unfortunately, have lost 3 straight. Another case of just too little too late, I guess.